Hi everyone. Today we're going to be reading the book Spaghetti and a Hot Dog Bun. Can anyone tell me what they think this book is about? That's right. It is about eating spaghetti in a hot dog bun. But that's not all it's about. We're going to talk about this book. This book is about being courageous and doing the right thing even when it's hard. The book was written by Maria Desmondi and it was illustrated by Kim Shaw. The delicious smell of breakfast filled the air as Lucy's grandpa handed her a plate. She smeared ketchup on her toast. She turned to her grandpa and said, "Papa Gino, Harriet said she's never heard of ketchup on toast. Her family uses butter and jelly." "It's okay. Not everyone likes the same thing, Lucy. Doesn't mean one person is right or wrong. We're all different. What a boring world it would be if we were all exactly alike." "Do you remember what's really important?" Papa Gino asked. "Yes, Papa. Even if we are different from others on the outside, we all have a heart and feelings on the inside." Here's Lucy and her Papa Gino. "That's my girl. Remember, when you treat others with love and kindness, you are doing the right thing," Papa Gino replied. On the school bus, Lucy and her friend Harriet pulled out some paper and crayons. Sitting across from them was Ralph. As usual, Ralph sat alone, staring out the window. He looked over at them and rolled his eyes. What do you guys think about Ralph? Does Ralph look a little lonely to you? He does to me. In the classroom, Lucy sat down near the teacher. Ralph carelessly hurried over and tripped on Lucy's feet. Before long, he was glaring at her. Ralph whispered, "Woof, I can't see the book with this poodle in front of me." Lucy could hear him giggling behind her. Oh no, why did it have to be me, she wondered. How would you feel if Ralph was bullying you? Let's see how it makes Lucy feel. During lunch, Harriet shouted one of her silly jokes over the other children's voices. As the girls ate, their bellies shook with laughter. Across the table, Ralph hollered, "Yuck! That's a disgusting smell. Whoever heard of eating spaghetti on a hot dog bun?" Let's see how that teasing made Lucy feel. Tony and the other children at the table turned away from Ralph, shaking their heads. Ralph continued, "Poor little Lucy with her hair so poofy." Tears filled Lucy's eyes and she began to cry. On the way home, Lucy thought about what happened. Maybe Ralph is mean to me because he thinks being different is bad. I wish he would stop teasing me. It looks like he made Lucy feel sad. Slowly, Lucy stepped off the bus. "How was your day?" Papa Gino asked. "Fine," mumbled Lucy. Papa reached over and pulled a crayon out of her hair. "How did this happen?" he asked. Lucy didn't say a word. That night, as Papa Gino tucked Lucy into bed, he asked, "Is everything all right at school?" Lucy rolled over. He sat down and whispered, "Always remember, if something's not right, we can work on fixing it together." It's not that easy, thought Lucy. How do I stop Ralph from teasing me? How can he have a heart and be so mean? What would you guys say to Ralph to get him to stop bullying you? Lucy had a hard time falling asleep, worrying about what would happen tomorrow. The following day, Lucy was surprised to find Ralph leaving her alone. Until Lucy took the bag Ralph handed her. Inside were dog bones with a note that read, "Lucy, Lucy, eat stinky food that puts us in a big bad mood. Lucy, Lucy, hair shaped like a cone, here's a treat for you, a yummy dog bone." The beating of Lucy's heart was so loud she knew everyone around her could hear it. "Stop, it hurts my feelings when you do this, Ralph," said Lucy. "Please stop." Ralph turned and walked away. It was recess time, and Lucy played alone. She didn't want to tell her teacher about Ralph. She was afraid of being a tattletale. Lucy wished Papa Gino were here to help. What should I do? She asked herself over and over. The bell rang as recess ended. Help! Cried a child off in the distance. Tony yelled. Ralph got himself stuck at the top of the monkey bars. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Now everyone's laughing at Ralph. This is my chance. I'll tell Ralph how mean he really is. M-E-A-N, mean. Lucy stomped off toward the monkey bars. Do you think Lucy's really going to tell Ralph that he's mean? Let's see. When she reached Ralph, Lucy paused. She looked him in the eye and said, What you did was so mean. Standing before Ralph, Lucy could hear her papa's words. Ralph did have a heart with feelings. What do you think Lucy will do next? I think she's going to help Ralph, but let's see. In that moment, Lucy decided what she would do. She saw tears in Ralph's eyes. He hesitated to move and whispered, I'm scared. Lucy reached out and said, Here, take my hand, and she helped him down. The two walked to the classroom without saying a word. As the bus pulled up to Lucy's stop, Ralph reached over and handed her a picture. Lucy was amazed by what she saw. Thanks, she muttered softly. After she got off the bus, Lucy smiled and said, Papa, there's this boy Ralph who was really mean to me. Today he was in trouble, and I helped him. Ralph drew her a picture. Papa Gino hugged Lucy and replied, That took a lot of courage. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. You chose to treat others the way you want to be treated. I'm so proud of you, Lucy. As they walked home, she asked him what was for dinner. What do you think Papa Gino said? When he said spaghetti, Lucy knew immediately what she would have for lunch the next day. Her favorite sandwich, spaghetti and a hot dog bun. What Lucy did for Ralph took courage. Sometimes it's hard to have courage. Do you guys know what courage means? Courage means doing the right thing, even when it's difficult. Some words that the author wants you to know. You are out of this world special. Be proud, love yourself, have courage, practice giving, make each day count, celebrate differences, spread kindness, share a smile, forgive, and never give up.